कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है, ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है, कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है, ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। यशोदा जिनकी मैया है, नंद जी बापैया है। यशोदा जिनकी मैया है, नंद जी बापैया है, ऐसे श्री गोपाल को, ऐसे श्री गोपाल को मेरा बारंबार प्रणाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है, ऐसे श्री
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाले नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः, यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः। विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यम् द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतान्तमोन्धम् संसारिणां करुणया आह पुराणगुह्यम् तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुमुनीनाम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। नमो किंचन वित्ताय निवृत्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मारामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यपतये नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। बोलिए कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। हरि। In Mahabharata, one श्लोक comes, न मृत्युः व्याघ्रेव जंतु नत्ति प्रमादम वै मृत्युम ब्रवीमि. Sanat Sujati Gita is in Mahabharata, and there the shlok comes. Death doesn't come in the form of lion and tiger to eat. Death comes in the form of pramad. Pramad means something you know this is wrong. You have been trained to think this is wrong. But you have a habitual error that you know the consequences of that, but still you fall prey to the habitual psychological, physiological weakness. This is called pramad. So this is very much censored in Upanishads also. Mundak also uses the word pramad. Pramad means that something, if somebody does not know something and he does, then it is called, okay, I made a mistake, I did not know this was a mistake. A worldly person doesn't know what is attachment and he gets attached. He has never attended satsang. He has never lived with saints. So he is not very much clear about attachment. Rather he glorifies also. Very glorify, I am too attached to money. They glorify it. They have not attended. When I go for a bhiksha in the evening and some new person comes and he says that I am very attached to money or I am very attached to my son or daughter, whatever is there. And he has never gone through this process of listening, thinking, understanding. Scriptures have not gone in his life. Gita has not touched his life. Ramayana has not gone through his mind. So with these people we explain. Then he says, yes. Problem is, when I have Gita, I have been tutored in understanding. I am cultured to Gita way of thinking. I am cultured to Ramayana way of feeling. I am being processed, my mind has been processed a lot by my own sadhana, by my own austerity, by my own thinking. So I developed a certain kind of personality in me. This is right, this is wrong. I develop a little spiritual personality, moksha-oriented personality, discriminative personality, nitya vivek karta vyaktitva. It took me few years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. This is why we give life. When we go out of the house, this is the only purpose that I am giving out. I am coming out to give up my smallness, my negativities. After that, if I do something which is against my own conviction and against what I have read, so that peace that I created in my mind, the self-control that I created, the equanimity that I created with satsang and sadhana. After many days of my hard work, after many hours of my thinking, listening, in one stroke, everything is gone to zero. This is the process. I told many times, everywhere law is building takes long time, breaking destruction time is very small. 20-year-old boy is there, it took 20 years to have that height, have that weight. But in 30 seconds he can be shot or burnt. So anything which has gone through lot of tapasya, it is our responsibility to protect it. Our responsibility is to protect the quietness in us. Shrutam me gopaya. Tejasvi nav avadhitamastu. Like you protect your money or you protect the daughter in the house. Similarly, more serious is to protect the knowledge, to protect our sanctity, to protect our purity, to protect our gentleness, to protect our saintliness, to protect our devotional life, to protect our dispassion. Because if that is gone, you will lose everything in life. Rakshat rakshat koshanam api kosham chityam. Yasmin surakshate sarvam surakshitam bhavati. Protect the biggest wealth called your mind, our dharma, our Atmavishwas depends on our jnana. If knowledge slips away, your confidence slips away. When confidence slips away, then next work which you are supposed to do, that you won't do it, because I don't have the strength to do that now. It requires a mental strength to do certain work. But my mind is now drained out because of certain issues. And therefore one should be very careful. If he is not careful, then a big thing will be lost. To get that quietness, again you will take many days and months. Like to generate goodwill, it takes a lot of time in the offices. It takes 5 years to generate goodwill, minimum. Those who have worked in office, they will. Initial problems are there. So 5-6 years you will generate goodwill. No, people will say, oh, he is not very greedy. He is hardworking. He is sincere. He has good behavior. He gives the result. He is prompt. Certain understanding about you builds up in your institution, in your college, in your office. One mistake you do, supposing though some financial irregularity comes because of you. Financially, you did some mistake, knowingly, unknowingly. Or you shouted on your boss. One day you got very angry and you shouted. Violence was not there, but you shouted very badly. And you shouted with some verbal also. In office, verbal archana is very common, I heard. So verbally also you said some things. Your 7-8 years of hard work will go into cold waters. I'm telling you. Because that person on whom you shouted, he also has his own group. He also has his own coterie, you may call it. Then he will report to his boss about you. So one pramad can create lot of disturbance in you. Then it will be very difficult for you to get back the same place which you enjoyed once upon a time. More than salary, you want to enjoy the confidence of other person. That I am trusted, I am look forward to. Work comes to me. People are giving me more work. Difficult project I have got. Then in the meeting my name is taken, that he will do it, let us pass on this work to him. This is you enjoy more, not the salary. Remember, I have seen many people whose salaries are very good, but they are not happy in the office. You will not believe. They have a very handsome salary, but I don't have that satisfaction in the office. So what is important here? We heard in the last evenings Saubhari Rishi's story. He was no ordinary person, you remember that, who can change his form at will. Imagine that. And who can create the garden, who can create palaces. That Mandata also got surprised. So he was no simple person. They do austerity for 1,000 years. They stand in the water and do jap for 10 hours, 12 hours. They have increased their capacity. They have superhuman qualities. And this is in Satyug. Now you may find it difficult to get. But don't think that what we see that alone existed. Earlier also many things existed which we don't know. And imagine that he got too attached to these girls of Mandhata, King Mandhata. And thereafter, but yesterday's talk, if you have been following, this was very baffling. When I read this, I get very surprised. I said, how difficult it must be, and how could he not stop himself for discrimination at that time? But good news is, whatever good actions you have done in the past, that action comes out in due time. You are not a total failure. Your samskar of the past japa or puja will emerge, and it will also want its expression. And today was his day that he realized that what mistake I have done. But realizing the mistake is one thing, but having the guts to get out of it is very difficult again. Mind is a most complicated thing to deal with. Those who are seekers, they will endorse. If somebody says my mind is very easy to deal, either you are a jnani or a fool. It's because that is not possible. Either you are not doing any sadhana. I told you, one person says, he said, my jap is very good. I said, every day? He said, every day my jap is very good. I said, you sleep in the jap. It's not possible your jap is very good every day. You are sleeping good. A lot of when you go out, here I don't go out too much. But now I am going to India, so a lot of movement is there. Every 7 days, new city. Every evening, new bhiksha. Every bhiksha, new people. New questions. Imagining how the throat will rest. Imagine that. So after the class, immediately the car takes to the house. And they are all waiting. And these are waiting since 1 year. Now it is 2.5 years. Now these questions are there. Sometime I smile internally, sometime I laugh. They think Swamiji is laughing on some other issue, but the point he has put is a little funny. They don't understand what was the matter. Aho imam pashyatame vinasham. See, he realized that. 50th shlok. I mean, vinash is not a physical vinash. You lost your independence. You lost your purity. You lost your quietness. You lost your that depth where mind was going in meditation. I know I don't get that depth now. I mean, for the saint, losing this passion is called death. Because his whole sadhana, his whole life is based on this passion. उसका धन ही है, भक्ति है, वैराग्य है, ज्ञान है, मेडिटेशन है, और किस लिए आदमी साधु बनता है? You come on this path. Even the spiritual seekers want to be quiet. Prachavitam brahma chiram dhritam, yes, see the last line. Chiram dhritam brahma. Chiram dhritam brahma tej, which I had held since long. Chiram means long. Something I protected, dhritam. Dhritam is protected. And here brahma means all sadhana. Brahma tej. Your meditation. You develop a certain confidence that today I am looking forward to my meditation. When you do sadhana and that sadhana becomes very good, you look forward to doing jap. You look forward to my puja. You look forward to some kind of, I will go much deeper into me today. Like if you enjoy satsang, then you look forward to satsang. I hope. If you enjoy and if you get, then you say, let me see what Swamiji says today. And if supposing it is boring satsangs, then you feel how to run away. Which excuse to give? Wife is not well already, I told. And she was sitting here, so I can't see she is not well. Students, say, student told the principal, my grandfather has passed away, these things. I don't know if this has happened or not. My grandfather passed away. The teacher said, go bhai, it's an urgent case. After 3 days, grandfather came. He said, how is my grandson doing? The principal called the student. He said, now I believe in rebirth. Sons have done all these things. So when the satsang is not good, 1 hour doesn't pass. हम क्यों आ गए, हम क्यों गए? But if something is good, you look forward, let me meditate. और फिर एक quietness बनती है. It takes lot of time to be quiet. It takes lot of effort. यानी spiritual energy is very difficult to get. Material energy you can get by eating and by your exercise and by going to gym. But spiritual energy comes by dharma and upasana, by chaste living, by brahmacharya, by purity, by silence, by meditation, by doing your long hour of japa. And I get angry, or I get kami, or I get out of control. It took lot to develop that confidence, that serenity. Therefore, you go to saints, they are naturally happy. You can see that there is a serenity around them. There is a quietness. There is natural cheer. Calmness is there. Confidence is there. Unmuktata is there. There is expression of freedom. He is not bound by something. बहुत तपस्या लगती है उसके लिए. And he lost it. And he realized it. He realized it. Because I told you that samskar also comes up. If you don't do jap puja for some time, you will feel guilty because what samskar you had developed of doing that will cry. Only I want it back, हमको दो. Sadhana diet is also one. There is hunger for sadhana. There is some hunger is there, and you feel very bad if you don't do, because that is thirsty, hungry personality. And moment you do that, you become quiet. Now 51st slok, please take it, especially those who are on the path of brahmacharya ashram or sannyas ashram, especially for those people. Sangam tyajet mitan vritinam mumukshuhu सर्वात्मना न विसृजेत बहिरिंद्रियाणि एकश्चरन् रहसि चित्तमनंत ईशे युंजीत तत्प्रतिषु साधुषु चेत प्रसंगः. There was one saint called Prabhudat Brahmachari. He used to live in Jhusi. Prabhudat Brahmachari. Jhusi is near Prayagraj. He used to quote this. He is no longer. And he has written books on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Got a number of books he had written. So he says, therefore, mumukshuhu tyajet. Mumukshu should leave. Mumukshu means one who goes for a deadline. Who works on deadline. Please work on deadline. Nowadays, when the building is given in contract to the engineer or to the architect or to the builder, there is a deadline. Professional companies. Not that we have less money. They will get cement from this place, sand from that we do. But if somebody is very, very good, is it okay? This is, what is the date? He said 16th October 2023. Okay. If I delay by this, you have to pay this much. For every delay, they have to pay. But you also have to give all money as they want. Otherwise, lost of the work. It is deadline. Mukshu means who says, okay, I have so many years in my life. I am now going to work towards moksha. He sees his future small body. He sees himself in the womb. He sees himself as a child getting out of the birth of the mother's womb. He sees himself growing with all problems. He sees his diseases. He sees how the parents scold. He sees how he has to go to the school. He sees how he will meet some kind of calamity. He sees it vividly. Like when you are going and you have to go to the next city, you see where is my hotel, where I am staying, who is picking me up. Is there somebody picking me up? Nobody is picking me. Is there cab available? Uber is there. Your Uber is here. Also. Airport Uber is there. So I want a Uber now. Uber there. So this is all over the world, I think. In India also Uber is quite popular nowadays. Take taxi everybody, anytime you can call. You are going to the next birth. What is your plan? It will be after 30 years, 20 years. You are for a short time here now. Your time is running out. So one who targets that is called mumukshu. Mumukshuhu tyajet. And this fire is lit mainly by satsanga and by Guru. He keeps this mukshutva alive. Otherwise, world is a forgetting field. Bhul bhulaiya hai. You forget. In Lucknow there is a place called Bhul Bhulaiya. You know that? Huh? Gayo? If you go inside, you can't come out. It is so complicated. It's called Bhul Bhulaiya. You can go inside. You need a guide too. Otherwise, you will forget where I am there. You go here, you go there, you go there. Like our Annapurna inside. First time if you go. After 2 times you will vegetate. You don't know where to enter, where to come from. Therefore, ours can't come because can't run away. So, aho, imam will go of the vinasham. Imam vinasham. Dekho. Please note, he has not lost his wife. He has not lost his youthfulness. He has not lost his money. But he has lost his sanctity, detachment. He has lost his ekantavas, solitude. He has lost long hours of meditation. यही तो साधु के पास धन होता है. What else sadhu requires? He has lost his focus. He has lost. That is the strength of a seeker. And who was I? See, tapasvina, sat charitra vratasya. Allah in 6 case. It will go with may. May. May comes thrice in asmat pratyam. Thrice. Thrice or twice. Mayam may and mam may. May. Aham avam vayam. Mam ma avam no asmana. Maya avabhyam asmabi. Mayam may. So there twice it comes. So may means mine. Dekho. And therefore he is giving an instruction. He said, as I suffer, you should not suffer. You know, when you grow in your life, when you will be 55, 60 or 40, you will feel what mistakes you made. At the office also, in the house also. And then you will feel that what mistakes I made, others should not suffer as I am. As your sins, as a compassionate person, you will think. No? Therefore, he is now giving an instruction to all the seekers. Visrajet bahirindriyani sarvatmana. Second line you see. He said, first thing is be detached with mithun varti naam. Mithun varti naam means one who are obsessed with the attraction of man and woman. That is called mithun varti naam. Mithun varti naam. Sangam tejet, because you will take his thought very well. You will be in a state of fall. Some emotion is very difficult to conquer. And one emotion is of calm. And other emotion is of growth. This does not go after birth also. It won't go so easily. Lives after lives will go, but this won't go. It needs Herculean efforts to get out of it, and the God's grace. Otherwise, you will find that I am on the same after 20 or 30 years also. So, Sangam Tyajet, don't, already there is a weakness. Why you are provoking yourself? When you know this my weak point, why to bring it out? When you know, you don't know to play chess properly. So why to play with somebody who knows very well? When you know you'll be defeated. So you go and you say, you know place, I know how to play chess. When you play with me, I'll play on one condition, you have to be defeated. Then only I'll play. If somebody is very good. Otherwise don't play. Or you fight with somebody who has already arms, or who is very well who is judo black belt. And you are having only putting on black belt. Difference is there. Or whatever. What is there? One more is there. What is it? Kung Fu is what? Karate? No, one more is Taekwondo. I don't know what all these things are there. My mind never got attracted with these Rajasic things. Never I wanted. I was in 7th class, so they said boxing is very good. So I joined the boxing class. So I Still remember, teacher taught 2 left, 1 right. This was there. One hour only I spent. I came back, I said I cannot do. If it under correspondence course, if it is there, I can play boxing. The tendency was not there, I think. My tendency was not there. So if somebody is fighting very well, so better don't fight, run away. Either you should equip yourself with fighting, then you fight. Or you say, sorry, I'll talk to you later on. When you know Kam, Krodha are very powerful, so why to put in a situation where you will be uncontrollable? When you know that you are weak in driving a car, so why to take in a busy area where you will hit the car with something? Don't drive. Don't put yourself in a situation where you will not be able to come back. And therefore he says, Sarvatmana na vistrajet bahirindriyani. Sarvatmana means for all moment don't allow the thought to dwell into this area of your weakness. Dwell, underline. Thought comes is not an issue. Thought comes. Human being is weak person. Thought of calm comes, thought of growth comes. Because this is natural, we have been. But to stop there. You got angry on somebody, anger comes, let it go. A wave came of anger, it went away. But when you justify it, when you start taking sorrow from your emotion, it stays. When you take joy from any emotion, it stays. And there is where practice is required. The amount of joy and sorrow taking from emotion and detecting, this will decide whether you can stop at will or not stop at will. My sorrow or joy of calm, krodha started at this moment. It continued. I couldn't stop because I allowed it. There's a time of freedom you could have stopped it. But if you miss that, now you have crossed the danger line. Now it will do some havoc. And therefore, for seekers, it is very, very important that they should keep on chanting Lord's name. So the only thing that Kali-yuga was only dependent on Lord's name. So that Lord's name will not allow these thoughts to take too deep roots. So Lord's name also will go and these thoughts also will be there. So ultimately Lord's will win and this thought will fizzle out. And this way you will be safe. Otherwise if not practiced, then you are gone. So don't allow that. If you are not, then it is no problem. By one who is already dirty, if he falls in some dirty place, no problem, already he was dirty. If satisfaction level was very low, then he fought. So he was already that mind, then no problem. He is not. When you are in a sublime level, then if you disturb, then you will feel the difference. If you have gone to the shop, what is called macro and whether they are there, then you find difference between ashram and the shop, I don't know. A lot of people are there, crowd is there. Even our Chaspa center. Saturday you go around 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. The kind of vibration there is there, the worldliness you can see there. Too much of rush, too much of rash talks in the shops. And you have come from morning satsang. Kenopishat, keneshitam patati preshitam mana. And you are very quiet and you go there, you will get a shock on your mind. When you go to the home, then you will get a shock. I'm not giving you will feel what worldliness is there, what they talk about, what third class talk is there. That Mausaji came and he did not give On my birthday was there, he did not give samosas. And Chachi is there, she was always complaining. Chachi always complains. Today she came and she was not going on. It took 7 hours she stayed here. She said, I'm going. From 12 o'clock, she left at 7 o'clock. He was complaining about her son only. About his son, his son doesn't listen to him whole day. Son only eats but doesn't listen. And that was there, and I went to the doctor, and doctor did not see me. He took out another tooth. So he extracted, told him to extract that left, right here. He extracted right one. When I asked him, he said, so why tomorrow I'll do that also. So this is what he is saying. It happens or not? Never happens. Nadira, never happens. This must have happened. This is what another doctors are saying. Complain, anger, eating, late night talking. Late night, gupshup ho raha hai. Late night gossiping. Wasting, filthy waste of time, criminal waste of time. Watching television, watching films, playing cards. Again and again having a cup of tea. Marenge tumko tara sabko. There is no rule in talking, thinking. There is no rule in eating. There is no rule in bedtime. I don't know what I am making sense or not. You see the houses? फिर phone आ गया, फिर वहाँ पे आ गया. फिर discussion is there on something. When your mind is quiet, sublime, maintain it. बहुत मेहनत लगती है. One class takes lot of effort. I don't think it is that easy to take also and to listen also. A good class, I mean. बोलने को कुछ बोल जाओ. You have to keep the mind quiet. 2 hours I don't want to talk. 6:30 class, after 4 o'clock I don't want to interact. I want to just remain quiet and meditate. And therefore, don't allow that to happen. Don't insult your own Ishwar. Taste बढ़ाओ करो थोड़ा सा. We should have high taste in our spiritual life, high taste of our character, high taste of our purity. Like, those who are very, very rich, they have very high taste of their shirt, pant, etc. You can make it out that this person has that sari. I don't put on. In the house also, their sari, etc. are very, very high class. 10,000, 5,000 saris in the home. Not that jullupul is put on. Not like that. And one spot is there, supposing something falls, they'll take it out. Not that बोले कोई देख नहीं रहा है, we can put it on. When a spiritual person is there, his emotional tastes are very high. His quietness taste is very high. उसको सुख नहीं मिलता, बोले मजा नहीं आया आज. I did 5 mala but I didn't go into depth. मन शांत नहीं हुआ. Let me do it again. फिर से एक बार करते हैं. Like good, those who are Sangeet teachers, their taste is very high of music. So we have to elevate our mind. They don't like something. Therefore I don't listen to very lot of pravachan. Because I see something is wrong here. It disturbs. Chanting is wrong here. Or he's talking very loose on this topic. He should not have said this point. Gita he's wrongly explaining Gita. This is not the way to put this point. This Vyutpatti is wrong. This Sanskrit is wrong here. गलत बोल रहे हैं. Namaskar आपको, I offer my pranam. To keep ekas charan rahasi chittam anantam ishe. See the next one. This is for sannyasis, not for grahas. As far as possible, live alone. And even if you are with everybody, try to give sufficient time alone. Because when you are in solitude, your sukshma buddhi grows. Or you steal your time for solitude within a day also, 7 hour, 8 hour. Close your room and be inside. Those who are brahmacharis, not grahas, who will look after children. If I am putting this point. If you are husband wife, they will not allow you to come next day. While you are closing, bahar aao. Hello? Dimple? वो आफत कर देंगे ठोक ठोक के. Don't try, Hindu ji. Don't try at home. So ekas charan. Next time you can never come in any court. If you want to come again, please have a different way. There you have the Karma Yoga is there, the mark. Karma Yoga needs people. Karma Yoga you have to involve, talk, interact. This is the secret of Jnana Yoga and Upasana. He says, who's saying? Who's saying this? Durvasa ji. Somebody Rishi. Somebody Rishi. So fast they are changing one day this, one one class this. कहाँ गए दुर्वासा जी, कहाँ गए आजकल? सो एक तपस्वी, देखो क्या बोलते हैं थर्ड लाइन, वो कहाँ गया? युंजीत तद व्रतिषु साधुषु, बोले आई कैन नॉट लिव विदाउट विथ समबडी, लिव विद द सेंट्स. सी द वर्ड हियर. 51st श्लोक, लास्ट लाइन. युंजीत तद व्रतिषु साधुषु. Sadhus are having the breath of detachment. Live with someone who has exalted thoughts, sublime thoughts, quiet mind, whom you feel he has lifted his mind. It was very great meeting you. Not pleasure only. It was very divine meeting I had. It was uplifting meeting. When you meet a saint or meet someone, he says something, he doesn't say, he gives his thought to you. That thought which he has made in meditation, which he has discovered in sadhana. Not from the book, not from the internet, not from Google, not from any website. But in the depth of his meditation of 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, when he has dived deep, he has brought out lot of gems. And he is offering this when you are in the company of such a saint. So what he has taken effort, he is giving you so that you can also go in the depth. He has brought out. And this was the system of sadhus and grahas. Grahas said, I will give you food, shelter, clothes. One condition, give me some good thought. Therefore, sannyasis were supposed to take satsang every evening at least. Therefore, ashram was known for satsang only. Ashram was not known, building is very good and all geysers are working. Or accommodation is very nice. This is not the name. This is you can get in a hotel also. Ashram is named how bigger are the thoughts there. Some great thoughts can I get today? Can I get some beautiful, sublime, some kind about some Gita thoughts I want. I want to get some high thoughts which I could not get anywhere. I hope this is what I also came to Gurudev or any saint I went, this was the thought. If I went to Kanananji or I went to any ashram, this was thought today I will get some good teaching or I will have some satsang or I will have some one-to-one question answer. This was your thought. So when you are with somebody who is exalted, you learn a lot. You learn how to respond, how to say sorry, how to express your displeasure without making other person upset. Jayadayal Goenkaji was there of Gita Press. In all Gita Press books you will see his name. Hanuman Prasad Ji and Jayadayal, these two were giants because of which Gita Press is there. All these books are from Gita Press, most of which is in your hand. They have printed crores copies of Ramayana, crores, tens of millions. Big service to the humanity. Translated almost all Purana. No ordinary work. They are the foundation. So Jayadayal Ji from Rajasthan, he was there. In a meeting, supposing something was going on, and somebody said something which was totally absurd. So he used to say, "Baat samajh mein nahi aa rahi aapki. I'm not understanding what you are saying." So they understood that he didn't agree to this point. बोले समझ में नहीं आ रही इनकी बात, तो हमें बिल्कुल समझ में नहीं आ रही है. ऐसे मना करते थे वो. Swami Abhedananda ji's style was very different. Brahmachari used to give talk, or anybody give a talk. He invited, supposing I went or you went to his ashram. So बोलेंगे भाई आज ब्रह्मचारी जी आए हैं. He will give a talk. Your topic you can choose. So topic some brahmachari chosen Drig Drishya Vivek. Or he had chosen topic of Athato Brahma Jigyasa or Bhagavad, any topic. And Swamiji used to come and listen. Greatness of the person is that he encourages everyone. Kahan chote mote, kahan ye. Supposing he said something wrong totally. Because not everybody has studied that much, or everybody has not contemplated, and maybe he is a standard. So at the end, he will call that, इधर आइए भाई गोविंदानंद, इनका नाश्ता नहीं ठीक हुआ आज, बहुत थके मालूम पड़े आज, बस. No, he will not say in front of everybody, you said like that, you should not have said like that. He never humiliated or said something sarcastic in front of everybody. अकेले में ले जाएंगे, फिर बोलेंगे ये बात बेटा तुमने ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे करना चाहिए था. सीखना पड़ता है ये सब. Generally those who are in a higher pedestal and those who are lower ones are afraid of sitting in front of. पता नहीं किस बात पे डांट दे in front of everybody. On what point he will humiliate me. That feeling was not there. If you know a subject better, it does not mean the one who knows less, you should cut him on any point. Maybe वो सीख जाएगा एक दिन, वो भी टाइम लेगा, उसको टाइम चाहिए, give him time. ये बात हमने सीखी यहाँ से. When you live with such people, you know also how to say, how to correct somebody, how to talk to somebody, how to keep quiet. Very less things are you will read and understand. You will see a lot and understand more. And therefore, if you really cannot live alone, because I like people, I like to be with somebody. Yunjit tad vratishu sadhushu chet prasanga. If you want to be with somebody, agar prasang ki zarurat ho, if you want to be attached, then you please live with some great saint. Then he says, who is saying? Saubhari Rishi is saying, he is saying that I was 1, then I got married with 50. So we became 51. Ekah tapasvi aham ambasi. But with that association of seeing with the fish, from 1 I became 50, so 51. From each wife he had 1,000 children. Don't get surprised. They are tapasvi, so they have sankalp srishti. Sankalp, this is not possible with the bhautik srishti. They do sankalp of that. Like Bhagwan Krishna children, they are sankalp. Like Vedavyasa, Sankalp Srishti. So he says, now I am 50,005, I 51. लिखा है देखो ना, पंच सहस्र सर्ग. कहां से शुरू थे कहां हुए? यू कांट कीप एवरीबॉडीज नेम ऑल्सो, यू फॉरगॉट. सो यू आर पुटिंग इन न्यूमेरिकल 1 2 3. वेयर इज 3? कम हियर. कितना नाम रखोगे आप? 12 कहां गए? एक दो का नाम रख सकते हो. 50-60 का नाम कितना ढूंढोगे भाई, मरी जाओगे. And then I'm so attached now. Nantam brajami ubhayakritya manorathanam. And see last line, underline those who are seekers. Maya gunaihi hritmatihi. My buddhi has been destroyed by the gunas of Maya. By my attachment. Buddhi means your freedom to leave something, your proper analysis which matches scriptural conclusion. Analysis leading to scriptural conclusion. So I depict the scriptural saint, scriptural seeker, scriptural shastri. As the scriptures are saying, I represent that sannyasi. I represent that brahmachari. How brahmachari should be there, how sannyasi should be there, how grahas should be there. Scriptures have put a standard. But I don't match it at all. I am totally out. The difference between chalk and cheese. That means I am very unfulfilled, that means. I am not dharmic. I am not upasak. This is called Maya Gunahim Hritmati. By the qualities of Maya, Rajogun comes, you become very ambitious, fame oriented, popularity oriented, ego oriented, attention oriented. Tamogun comes, you become krodh oriented, calm oriented, irsha oriented, sleeping oriented. These gunas are not that simple. They will kidnap you. If sleep comes, it's very difficult to beat the sea for a long time. When jet lag is there, you see, you're just sitting and you're asleep. It happens when you have a jet lag of 12 hours or so. Maya gunaihi rithmati vishaye artha bhava. In the sense organs, sense object, artha means satya bhava. I had developed sense of so much reality. Nantam brajami ubhayakrit manorathanam. And my mind is full of manorath now. Manorath, understand, no? Manorath? The chariot of mind. How nice your eyes are. When you wink, as if stars are twinkle, twinkle. Achha? When you do like this, the eyelashes that come across, it just, When you smile, as if the flash of lighting comes on your beautiful face. When you move, the way the hair goes like this, it turns like this. Silky, silky, soft, soft hairs are there. From here it turns like that. What a sign is there. And sometimes when you do like this, and you do like this, it's just unworldly. The way you walk like that. The way you walk, the way you take the steps. I just watch. My God, I just flat. The touch which your hands has. Such beautiful hands, such nice fingers. This is called Manorath. In that body, which is made out of flesh and bones and malmutra. Let me come to the point. Cough and phlegm. Let me put it down. Niche girate na, you will be there only. Some are there. Let me come make it out. What is there? Too much of cough is there. Congestion is there. Congestion. पता लगाओ क्या है अंदर. What masala is there inside? What masala is there? क्या बोलें? Every part of the body only emitting dirt. ये बॉडी का हाल है. इसको तुम इतना बना रहे हो मनोरथ. बाल अच्छा लग रहा है, पुट इन द दाल. एक वन हेयर कम्स इन द प्लेट, यू फील लाइक नॉट हैविंग द फूड. हटाओ इसको पूरा यार, अशुद्ध हो गया पूरा. ये संसार पागल है. मेरा सन, माई डॉटर, हु इज माइन, हु इज सन, हु इज डॉटर, हु इज कस्तम को हम कुता आयाता को में जन्नी को में ताता. हु इज योर फादर, हु इज योर मदर, हु इज योर सिस्टर, हु इज योर ब्रदर. दे आर डिफरेंट जीव कमिंग फॉर 40-30 years. They are going and saying Tata. Some don't say Tata, go away. Never you will meet your father, never you will meet your son, never you will feel your mother. कहाँ तुम गाँव, where are you? And when you are in problem, they will not come also, that they are coming from Pitralok or whatever lok they are, or they are cow, or they can't come and help you also. In New Zealand there is cow, they will become cow. कौन आएगा आपके पास? Your mother father will save you. Your mother father, some of your mother father must have passed also. आजा आजी must have passed. वो सब चले जा हो गया. आजा चली जा. यहाँ आजा बोलते हैं. आजा means grandfather. आजी means grandmother. But ultimately आजा is चले जा. कुछ नहीं यहाँ पे, सब धोखा है, धोखा. इट्स अ ब्लफ. ये जो बोलते हैं ना, मेरे हैं, तुम्हारे हैं, कितने सुंदर हो, कितने अच्छे हो, यू आर माई लाडला, यू आर माई डियर सन, मेरे बेटे, मेरे मुन्ने. ये सब का सब धोखा है, धोखा. इट्स अ बिग ब्लफ. बोले डोंट से पीपल वोंट कम. आई डोंट केयर व्हाट इज देयर. आई एम टेलिंग यू. मनोरथनानम. Okay, don't say so much. Nantam vrajami ubhay kritya manordhanam. Ubhay krit means about lok and parlok. I am filled with lot of imaginations. Such nice, come on, nice carpet is there. See, come, very nice carpet. Touch. This is from UK. I got it. This tiles is from Italy. ऐसे लोग दिखाते हैं हमको. इन माई बुद्धि बोली कारपेट क्या है, तो इट इज जस्ट अ कपास, इट इज जस्ट अ कॉटन. कॉटन इज जस्ट अ मड. इट इज मड appearing as cotton. Carpet. But such nice pizza is there. Pizza is just a wheat. Wheat is just a mud. You are eating mud in a very modified processed form. Nothing else is there. मनोरथ है ना, ये कल्पना करता रहता है. कल्पना करता रहता है. I will marry my child in that particular hotel. My daughter will get married there. Or I'll get married with that boy, this girl. This is my house. This is my uncle's, poopa's, chachi's, brother's father. Sometimes Dul Lama used to give such introductions. I don't know you remember or not. Every chat spot was a relative. Very sweet lady. Very lovingly she introduced. सब मनोरथ है. उड़ जाएंगे सब. Everything is no more valid than that. You know that ये संसार फूल सेवर की Like the kapas flower is there, one wind comes and we are all separated. लग रहा है कि विल बी टुगेदर, कुछ नहीं टुगेदर. हु इज इन योर इन फैमिली टुगेदर? योर थर्ड, योर ग्रैंडफादर side, who is there among the grandfather side? Grandfather's brother, grandfather's sister, among them only all will be out. Am I right? No. Among father's side only will be, some will be dead. Today HSS come, I was asking about his brother. He said brother is no more. 3 sisters, he said. And three sisters, no, 2 sisters are not there. Something he said. All are one by one. Everybody is not there. 1 sister is remaining, or who, that also has gone. कुछ नहीं रहेगा यहाँ पे. 1 is remaining. 3 were there. His brother was there, elder brother. He also passed away. He is alone now. 1 brother and 1 sister is remaining. ऐसे सबके हैं. Where is your grandfather and where is the grandfather's family? So this family will also be going away. कुछ नहीं यहाँ पे ऐसा है. And where are they? Nobody knows their name also. At that time he appears very real. सुकाले सत्यवत भाति प्रबोधे सती असत भवेत. मनोरथ नहीं तो और क्या है यहाँ पे? My house, my माया गुणैरतमति एवं वसन गृहे कालम. आहा. He became quiet. Next श्लोक, 53rd श्लोक. एवं वसन गृहे कालम विरक्तो न्यासमाश्रितः. Few days he remained in the house thinking this only. Thinking all this. Vasan means living in the house. Evam means thinking like that. Evam is, each word Sanskrit has a meaning. This way. Gachan. Evam means thinking like this day and night. Then what is it? Virakto, he becomes dispassionate. And then Nyasamashita, he said, I am going for sannyas. Sannyas means please don't disturb. Let me contemplate. I don't want anything from you, neither I will give attention, neither I want attention. Neither I will disturb you, don't be after me now. Don't knock my door. Because I am in mood of contemplation and meditation. I will not talk to you, I will not call you, I will not ask anything from you. My life is totally dependent on the God. I will eat only once little and that is sufficient for me. I want to just give uninterrupted attention to thought of Lord. And therefore I will go to some place where I am not answerable. Electricity bill is very high. That bill is low. That person has come. He has not come. He is no more. Please give condolence message to him. I can't do all these things. This is called sannyas. When he wanted to go, all his wives wanted to go now. He said, on one condition, don't talk to me. ये कोई संन्यास होगा हमारा? Sannyas you can take when wives also give you approval. If they don't want, then you cannot run away. Vanam Jagama, therefore Jad Bharat, as a Bharat he went alone. Prithu went with his wife, but Jad Bharat went alone. Not that his wife was problematic, but he went alone. Vanam Jagama, Anuyayuhu, they all followed him. Anuyayuhu. Anuyayuhu means they went together. Tat patnya, and how was your patni? Pativrata. They said, I will just support you. I will not at all disturb you. Your pati devata. Pati devata. Devata word is striling, in Sanskrit. He declines in Mala. In Hindi, devata is pulling. In Sanskrit, it is striling. Devta, devta, devte, devtaha. It goes like that. Like Atma word. In Hindi, it is striling. In Sanskrit, it is pulling. आत्मा चली गई. But in Sanskrit is pulling. Tatra taptva tapastikshunam. He went in the forest. Why forest? Lesser attentions. You want a system where you just want to be good. Nobody seeks attention. Because system will suck you. Very less requirement I have. Then he did tapasya. Reduce the demands of the body. Tikshanam. And Atma Karshanam. देखो क्या शब्द लिखा है. घोर तपस्या he did. Tikshanam means he did terrible austerities. Why? Reducing the demand of the senses is called austerity here. Reducing the demand of the senses. I want morning cup of hot tea. अच्छा, Lipton tea is required. Hot. Along with this, 4 biscuits are required. And that too, particular biscuit, the brand which I take, not any brand. ये सब जो है ना नखड़ा होता ना गृहस्थ आश्रम में, ये सब हटा दिया. This brand of agarbatti I use, not any brand. This rice I use. This bed I take. Very particularly you are very obsessed by what you want, sensual. Nothing now. Tas tatra taptva tapastikshadam atma karshanam. Atma karshanam means he dried up his body. Sukha diya sharir ko. Dried means almost reduced the sensual requirement. Atman here means Sanyami, Apramadi. Ultimately, he with his power, he brought out fire and dissolved in the fire. Now the wives were remaining. Wives also dissolved them in fire. Taha sapatyuhu maharaja nirikshadhyatmikim gatim. He attained Brahman now, Saubari Rishi. Anviyuhu, they went behind. And because they were contemplating on their husband as a devata, as a param, therefore they attained Paramatma only. They attained supreme state just by worshipping the husband. Because they saw the husband as God. More we will see tomorrow. Om Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. 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 Shri Krishna Govinda